Hey, what is up YouTube? It is HamDawg Hype and welcome back to the channel. So today we have another Pokemon Cards by Mail. Today we'll be doing a lot of the base set 2 holos I got from a mix of TCG Player and eBay. I think I got some pretty decent deals. I'm a little reluctant to see how the cards are on eBay themselves. If you haven't followed the channel, I got some pretty lackluster cards from the actual TCG Player, so I'm trying to branch out to eBay and see how we do. First things first is, though, we have, and I label these with my chicken scratch, so just don't mind that, but I think this is the return for that Mewtwo. So that Mewtwo I got, I was able to work out a deal. I think I mentioned this in my previous video with the seller to get a reduced amount of money on it, which was fine, but he actually did send me the wrong Pidgeotto card. I was supposed to get base set 2 Pidgeotto, and he sent me base set 1. This one, he said I can keep it. However, I was like, I have one coming in, and this one's a little damaged anyway, so I'd rather send it back. So he should have sent me something in the mail to send it back. So I'm just going to quickly grab my scissors and see if this is the right thing. Hopefully I don't cut anything in the process. He also said he would send a Pidgeotto base set 2. So let's just, I'm going to just take this off the camera for 1 second. So there's a return envelope right here. So I'm going to put the Pidgeotto in the return envelope in just 1 second. Once we go over the base set 2 Pidgeotto, which he has finally actually sent in. So he said, place the Pidgeotto in the top loader, in this top loader, and mail it back. So I'm going to put it back in there, but let's see how this looks. This already does not look like it's in the best condition. Having some issues with this seller, unfortunately, but you know, I'm not going for perfect condition anyway on the non-holos. I prefer it because I am buying near mint. At least I think I'm buying near mint. I keep putting near mint, but people keep sending me non-near mint, which is getting really frustrating. But I guess this will be the top loader that I use to send this back. So sorry, this is taking so long. I wanted to do this like outside of, you know, like after I open up every product, I wanted to go through one by one, but I wanted to see you guys to see me open up the mail themselves, just to confirm that, you know, these are what I'm pulling. I'm not making anything up. Oh, maybe the sleeve itself was actually just dirty, but this actually looks pretty clean. This looks a lot cleaner than I thought it was. Probably, yeah, I would say that's near mint actually. It's very, very, very mild scuffing, which is allowed, and very, very mild issues on the sides. There's a little bit more there. But I will take it. This will be our near mint Pidgeotto for base set 2. All right, so base set 2 Pidgeotto is in. I'm only missing one more card from base set 2, and that is the we're missing, what are we missing? We are missing, I think, Onyx. That's our last non-holo we're missing is Onyx from base set 2. I reordered that, so that should be coming in the next few weeks or so. But I'll put this in the send out, and I'll put it in my outgoing mail. So that was very nice of the seller. I didn't want to keep the Pidgeotto. He offered it to me, but it's a pretty expensive card, so I'd rather not. I'm not trying to like hurt anyone's business here. That's why I even told him. He was willing to give me like $10 off from the Mewtwo. I told him I just want $6 off just to make it even for the market price and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not trying to jip anyone off. I just want to basically be properly compensated for something that's not as advertised, in my opinion. I think this is as advertised. Now I'm really worried about these other ones. We'll start with the TCG Player Holo first. I think this is the this is going to be the, I believe it's a Hitmonchan. So let me just cut this out, make sure there's no sensitive information in here. There is a little bit of sensitive information here, but yeah, I did buy this for about $23. This is the Hitmonchan itself. I'm gonna try to just open this out. I'm gonna cut to this part of the video, and oh my gosh, oh I thought that was, oh my god, I thought that was a scratch. All right, I'm gonna cut to this part because it had a lot of my information on it when I was showing it, but I'll cut to this part. Wow, I thought that was a scratch. That was very, very scary. I bought this in near mint condition for about $23. This is a Hitmonchan, and it actually does look pretty close to near mint. We won't know until we shine it in the light though. I'm not a huge fan of these card savers. I know a lot of people like them, but I'm not a huge fan of these card savers. I am a fan of top loaders, and top loaders are not that great. I know card savers are probably a little better. I can never find a good card saver for me, and I'm having an issue opening this up because this tape is really in there. I don't know why these tapes, I mean, let me just cut to when I finally get this open. Okay, so that worked really well. I just used some scissors to get that and to damage the card at all, which is nice. Now let's see if this Hitmonchan is truly near mint. Oh geez, the tape is really, really bothering me. Gotta take it out of the case. Wow, that is really clean. Oh, there are quite a few scratches on the holo. They're pretty minor, and they're not as diffuse as the Mewtwo. Oh, there's quite a bit going around. This way too. Oh, they are quite diffuse. I'm gonna have to message the seller and see if they can give me a discount on this one too, because quite a few solid. I feel like this is just a standard on TCG Player, even though there are set guidelines, but this seems to be a standard. I'm gonna see if I can get like in between the near mint and the lightly played price, because technically with all those scrapings, this is technically lightly played. It's hard to tell without the right lighting, but this is technically lightly played if you follow the right guidelines. I know there's some discrepancy with this because it's an older card, but regardless if I say no, I'm going to keep the card anyway because it is a nice addition to the collection. It overall is a very good binder card. It's just you should be getting what you paid for. So very good. Second card in. All right. And now this is a holo from eBay, I believe. I think it's a base set 2 holo from eBay. I don't remember which one exactly, but I'm going to see if I can hide any important information. So I'm just going to open this from the top and make sure there's no sensitive, nope, there's no sensitive information. So that, yeah, it looks like this is all good. I'm just going to open this up real quick and we'll cut if there's any sensitive information on the inside. But I think this is okay. So I'm just going to use some scissors to cut this side. Trying to hit the card at all. And we're going to use some scissors to cut this side. I don't recommend doing this unless you're really good with this stuff. I'm very far away from the card, so I have a lot of room. I really do like when people send them like these. It's just the tape. It's just atrociously difficult to take off. That should be good enough. And this is the near mint Zapdos, and that does not look near mint at all. That has quite a few scratches on it. All right, we're going to have to see how we're doing on this one. This does not look good. This one I think I bought, let me see how much I bought this for. This I bought near mint to lightly played for about $24. I got it down from, I think it was originally listed for $30. So I got it down from $30. It does not look near mint at all. I do recommend buying these holos in person if you can. Definitely go to shops. Problem is where I'm located, the shops are not the best. Been getting ripped off a lot in the shops. I'm just trying to cut this without damaging the card, which is easier said than done. I don't want to cause any more damage because this card does not look good. I'm gonna message the seller and see what they can do for me. Hopefully they can give me a partial refund because this is definitely not, does not look near mint. Now I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt and just say that's the sleeve, but we're gonna pull this out and see how we're doing. It's hard to tell on the camera itself. There is a very, very minor scratch right through there. It's really hard to see. You can kind of see here. Sorry, my camera's not the best. There's a very minor scratch right there. And honestly, there's a few scratches right there. There's a little bit easier to see on the camera. But yeah, there's some down there. There's quite a few scratches on there. I would actually say this is probably closer to lightly played. Very lightly played. Based on the front, the back is almost just pretty much near mint. So I'd say very lightly played. I think that's actually a decent price. So I'm actually not going to message the seller. I'm probably not going to get anything out of it anyway because it's eBay. But that's actually a pretty decent looking card. Got a few scratches here and there. But I would not probably not advertise that as lightly as near mint. I'd probably advertise this as very lightly played. All right. So far those holos are looking pretty darn good. Let's continue with our last package. This should be, I think this is from eBay also. This should be our Venusaur. Now this was my biggest purchase so far, I think, was the Venusaur. This one was very expensive. Oh my gosh. This one I got, it was originally listed at 67. It had a little bit of shipping in it, which sucked. But it originally was 67 or 65, excuse me, and I got it down to 52. Also listed as near mint to lightly played plus. So let's see, no information. So let's see if we can open this up and show you guys the condition. Oh man, there's just so much tape on this. I'm actually gonna use my box cutter. It might be a little bit easier to use a box cutter. It looks like this tape comes off a little bit easier actually than the other one was. So let's actually try that first. I like when they package it like this. It's just atrociously difficult to open it up. I'm always worried I'm gonna damage the card itself just trying to open up the package. I think I actually did that with one of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards we got in the past. So ever since then, I've been a little bit more Careful. Oh, geez. Hope I didn't hit the card at all. I don't think I did. No, the card's in the top loader, so we should be okay. Okay, card is coming out. Overall looks, oh, that is definitely not near mint. Okay, not in my opinion, at least. I know some of you guys have different opinions, which is fine. I try to adhere to the TCG guidelines, but let's see. Let's pull it out of the top loader and see how we did. So the top has a lot of scuffing on it. Definitely closer to the lightly played section. Quite a bit of scratches on the front. I think for 52 bucks, this is a decent find. The back is gonna be all time. Actually, let's take it out of the penny sleeve. Yeah, a lot of whitening on top. You can actually see it pretty easily on the camera. A few scratches and print lines here and there. Nice that that's a Venusaur, so takes up. There's not a lot of hollow on it to scratch. The back is quite scuffed up. I don't know. Maybe I should message the seller to see if I can get a slight discount, because that is pretty bizarre. I'll post an update if I do get a slight discount, but yeah, this is probably, honestly, this is probably lightly played. It's just, there's so much scuffing on top. We're gonna keep it regardless of what the seller says. But hey, what a cool haul to get nonetheless from TCG Player and eBay. There's some base set 2 cards, mainly the holos. So very, very nice. Very nice to add these to our collection. Let me know what you think. If I think we did good, it was 52 for this Venusaur. I think 24 for the Zapdos and about 23 for the Hitmonchan. I think the Pidgeotto was like $4, but that's been lingering for a while, or that while ago. So let me know how I did with these. Let's go ahead and add it to our Master Set Binder and check out how the Master Set Binder is doing. I think it's doing fairly good, actually. We literally don't have many cards left, and we'll go over all the cards we're missing in just one moment. Let me find my binder. So this is my base set 2 jungle and fossil binder. Lots of jungle cards coming very, very soon, by the way. I ordered quite a bit, so let me lean this up without stopping the video. Hopefully you don't see my ugly face during flipping through one of these pages. Yeah, I got a lot of jungle Pokemon cards coming. So we'll be adding a lot of cards right now. So we got the slot for the Pidgeotto. I'm gonna go ahead and finally add Pidgeotto to our collection. So we'll add that in. I'll take out the paper in the back. So very good. I started putting little notes behind of how much these cards cost and everything, especially if they're fairly expensive. Here is the Zapdos again. Another scratch, the one with the scratch, unfortunately. Actually, I think that's on the sleeve itself. But this Zapdos will be going into here, number 20. Whoops. Can't quite get that in because the thingy is being annoying. Sorry. Hopefully none of you guys are getting dizzy from this. I'll have to put a note of how much that cost after this video. The Venusaur will go down here. So let's see if I can put that in. I'll slide this out at the same time. Very good, Venusaur. And I think Hitmonchan actually goes on the first. Hitmonchan goes on the first page. So we'll just slide that in right there. So far we are doing pretty darn well. Let's go ahead and we're missing Blastoise and Charizard from this page, which is the first page. And then we are only missing Raichu. So we're only missing 4 cards now. The Blastoise, Charizard, which will be pretty darn expensive. I think the Charizard is around $200. Like in one of the worst conditions, it's like $200. So I probably won't buy that for a while. I think the Blastoise is a little bit cheaper, like probably $100. That'll take some time to buy too. Raichu, I haven't really looked too much into, but we're basically just missing, sorry about the lighting, just that Onyx, which is right there, number 84. So those 4 cards. So let me know how you guys think I did on this. I think we did pretty darn decently, but let me know how we did. Leave a comment, subscribe. If you're enjoying this series, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Cards by Mail episode. Peace out.